Hi guys, it's Hannah and welcome back to the Dyslexic Reader, and today we're doing a haul. Normally hauls aren't a big thing on my channel, but as you could tell by the title and the thumbnail, I did get a little stack of some of the little black classics and the new Penguin Modern classics, and I'm just going to quickly go through them with you guys and show you what I got. I think I'm going to start with the Penguin Modern classics. These are relatively new and absolutely gorgeous. So I had to pick up a couple and they were selling them for £1, so how could you go wrong? I didn't know what a lot of them were about when buying them. I went off authors that I loved or wanted to get into but hadn't read anything by them, but knew I wanted to read their stuff and was looking for an easy way in, or just titles that caught my eye. And these are in no particular order. The first one is Hans Fallada. Why Do You Wear a Cheap Watch? This one was one that just the title got my eye, and it says on the back, darkly funny streetwise tales of low-life grifters and ordinary people trying to make ends meet in pre-war Germany. So that isn't really a historical time that I know a lot about. So that sounds interesting, but the title is weird. That's what got my eye. Then, from a mixture of authors, 4 Russian short stories. I really enjoy Russian literature, and these are 4 stories, and all the writers were exiled from revolutionary Russia, and they all are about a death in a world with all certainties have crumbled. So I think it's about revolutionary Russia. Shirley Jackson, The Missing Girl. Malice, deception, creeping dread lie beneath the surface of an ordinary American life in these miniature masterworks. I like crime mystery things, so The Missing Girl, title caught my eye on that one. The Vigilante by John Steinbeck. I love John Steinbeck. In the searing stories set in California's Salinas Valley, one of America's greatest, most humane writers explores mob violence, a disturbing encounter, and bitter betrayal. All of that sounds good to me. Sunlight is really jacking up these covers. But anyway. This one's got a little mark on it. That hardly matters. Franz Kafka, Investigations of a Dog. Kafka is an author that I've wanted to get into for a while but have never read any of his stuff. Investigation of a Dog also sounded interesting. How does a dog see the world? How do any of us? In this playful and enigmatic story of a canine philosopher, Kafka explores the limits of knowledge. Also, sounds very interesting. I think these are going to be summer reads. I think they'll be things that I pick up over the summer when I'm just like out for the afternoon or whatever. And then 3 Japanese short stories. I don't think I have ever read any Japanese literature ever, so that's something I wanted to change. So here are 3 short stories. 3 beguiling, strange, funny, hair-raising tales of imprisonment, memory, and that word that I can never say that means one person rules the country from earliest century Japan. So interesting. Daphne du Maurier, one of my favourite writers. A scientist's attempt to solve the mystery of life after death has chilling consequences in this eerie tale from a virtuoso writer of suspense, and this is probably the one that I wanted the most and I'm most excited to get to. Allen Ginsberg, Television was a baby crawling towards that death chamber. How could that title not interest anybody? And it just says in the back, profane and prophetic verses about sex, death, revolution, and America by the great icon of beat poetry. And again, sounds good to me. And then I got 4 of the little black classics, which I do enjoy, especially the ones that are excerpts from books that I want to read, but I don't know if I want to put the time in. And the first one is like that. Waterloo by Victor Hugo. This is an excerpt from Les Miserables. I read Hunchback of Notre Dame by Victor Hugo, and the writing style, you guys, more than the story, the writing was incredible. so Les Miserables was something I was looking into, but you all know it's a chunker of a book and it's not really a historical time that I would be overly interested in, so I thought this would give me a little taster of that. The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. I love this story. I know the story very well, but I've never read it. Horrifying tales of mystery, sickening madness, buried bodies by the master of macabre. Yeah, it's just Edgar Allan Poe at his best, I think. And then Circles of Hell by Dante. This is from Dante's Inferno, which I do have and have read. But it's something that I really liked getting into and breaking up and really analysing. So I think this being split up into just the circles will be interesting. And finally, one of my dad's favourite movies, and it was one we watched a lot when I was a child, was The Tinderbox, and it was originally a Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale, and it is incredibly interesting and twisted and unique, and it was an old like 30s German movie. It was made in German and it was dubbed over, so the speaking didn't match the mouths or anything, but it was something we watched a lot as a child. And I have never seen The Tinderbox published on its own. I've seen collection of Hans Christian Andersen's work and it's been in it, but I got it by itself, and I'll be interesting to read it and see how much the movie stuck to it, and I'm sure my dad will be borrowing this one. That was me just very quickly, unedited, filling you guys in on some of the new books I got. Also, not really part of this haul because it doesn't really fit in with it, well, it does fit in with the classics theme. I finally picked up a second-hand copy of War and Peace. If you guys follow me, you might know I'm planning to read this over the summer. I haven't decided if I'm going to do it in June, July, or in July, August. And I've been looking for a second-hand copy. I don't want to invest a lot of money in this, and I don't want to get it from the library because it's going to take me, I have it broken up into 8 sections, so it's taking me 8 weeks, roughly 2 months to read. And I don't want to have to keep it out from the library for that long. So I was looking for a cheap second-hand copy, and I've just been keeping my eye out, and I finally found one in a charity shop for like £2, and it's a translation that I really like and find easy to read, so that's a positive. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you're all happy, I hope you're all healthy, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!